Good morning. Welcome to Real Talk with Miss Brenda. I am that Miss Brenda, and this today is Mary Jarman. She is one of the prizes. This morning I was listening to somebody on another podcast, and they were talking about some stories that they had heard, and I thought, whoa, I would love to have all mine start talking. And so today I have one. So, Miss Jarman, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, would you like to know like currently about myself, or do you want to know kind of how I got here?
I want to know how you got here.
Okay. Well, the best way I can describe is my whole life I just felt different. Like I felt like there was something big in me. I didn't know if that would be like a big career or if I was going to be somebody big. I didn't know what it meant. But unfortunately, I took all the wrong routes searching for that big. I did go to college on the dance team. I thought that was going to be it for me. Performing, that was going to be my big thing, and it wasn't. And then I went to the Navy. Thought maybe the military was going to be my big thing. And
I didn't know you were in the Navy.
Yeah, I was a police officer in the Navy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, a master at arms is what they're called for the Navy, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did that, and I thought...
how long were you in the Navy?
I was in the Navy for about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5, 3 years, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And got out of it. And then at that point, I was kind of like racking up failures a little bit, because I wasn't completing anything. My big thing was I always was looking for acceptance. I felt a lot of rejection growing up. My brother was kind of like the golden child, and I kind of was just messing up left and right. After I got out of the military is when I started doing drugs, like a
Were there just two
lifestyle.
of you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A brother and you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You're the older?
He's the older. Yeah.
You're the baby?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And he, he now looking back, I can see where it probably was just he was doing things right. I mean, he knew what he wanted to be his whole life. He did it. He made good grades. He stayed focused. I was just always kind of trailing off a little bit. But then after the military, I got married and had my first child. His name's Peyton. He's incredible. He's 17 now.
Uh-huh.
And I tell him all the time he's the apple of my eye, and he is. But that after he was born, I got on prescription pain pills, and then got on some more prescriptions like Adderall. Started really abusing those medications like very severely. I pretty much ruined that marriage. It was a good marriage. Life was good at that point. But then the prescriptions, it was when the opiate epidemic was really hitting, like with the pain pills, and I went all in. And we ended up getting divorced. And after that, I felt like I'd ruined that marriage. So it's failure after failure after failure. I'm still trying to figure out who I am. What is this feeling in me? I didn't know anything about God. I didn't grow up in church or anything like that. I just knew there was something in me. Something was trying to come alive my whole life. And so after that, I ended up getting pregnant with a guy getting pregnant with a guy like out of wedlock situation, which was not something that happened in my family. So then that took a strong hit on me. And I was really downhill after that. I got pregnant, had her, lost my parental rights to her, and then got married to this guy that was just...
You never got to be her mother?
I got to be her mother for 2 years. And then I lost her. Yeah. My son still has the desire to know her because they were babies together. Well, he was a little bit older, but...
Who, Peyton?
Mm-hmm, yeah, and that was his little sister. And he still asks about her, but we believe fully that God has a plan. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I do believe there's a plan for us. I don't think our story's just over when it comes to Maggie. I pray for her every day.
What's her name?
Maggie. Yeah. And so her dad got custody of her. and the woman that he married is who adopted her. So they have her dad and his wife, and she does have a good life, and they are a
So
good
you,
family.
you get to see her live?
No, haven't seen her since she was 2, but I tried to look up pictures and stuff on Facebook, but they've done a pretty good job of locking me out and my family. And I do understand, because I was going through one of the start of the worst times when I had Maggie, and she was getting a better life with him. That hurts to say, of course it does, but she was getting a better life with him, and he provided stability for her from the beginning, and I did not at all. And then after Maggie, I got married to a guy that was just bad news all around. I had never been in like the criminal side of things or anything like that, but that's where all that started. The shoplifting, just bouncing from place to place, not having a stable home.
You?
Yeah, me with him. It went real south quick.
It goes, it can,
Like in the blink of an eye.
I mean, you can be one way one day and the next day, wow.
Absolutely. Most definitely. And I still, even in all that, I mean, I know I keep talking about this big thing that I felt, but like I can't explain it now because I know what it was now. But I just still felt like there was something more for me in life. But again, I still didn't know anything about God. And this guy that I married this time, I had never been in abusive relationships. I had never, abuse was not ever going to happen to me. I was never going to be with a man that was going to hit me. That was not something that I could ever have imagined. That started with him. He just ran the roads a lot and, hopped from woman to woman. And I was at home and got pregnant again with Nora. She's 9 now, and she's me made over.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's a good time. And then 11 months later, got pregnant again with Olivia. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, four total: Peyton, Maggie, Nora, and Olivia. And then so Peyton, Nora, and Olivia are still in my life now today. But there was a 5-year stint that went by where I didn't see Nora and Olivia. I didn't talk to them, hear from them. I didn't really know anything about them. I got their dad, the second husband. He ended up going to prison, and when he went to prison, is when I started heroin. When I started heroin, is when the girls were taken from me. And his grandmother.
Did you work?
No. I didn't work. The last time I worked was my first marriage. After my first marriage, I might have.
You mean you were in the Navy, a police in the Navy,
went to college,
and the next time we hear from you, you're laying on a sofa somewhere shooting up.
Absolutely. A sofa at best, for real. At best. I mean, yeah. I'm telling you, it went from bad to worse fast. And then when I got on heroin, I always say this, I didn't do heroin did me. It owned me. I started breaking into my family's homes. I started stealing, lying, robbing, whatever I had to do to get that fixed. That's me. That is me. And it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Lost my children. And what's really crazy is, so Nora was 2, and Olivia was almost 1. And Olivia I'd never seen her walk. So then we fast forward, I end up at the Love Lady Center, and time goes by, and I end up getting to see them for the first time in 5 years. And she walks in, and she's 5 years old now, but I'm watching her walk for the first time. And I realized that it was just as powerful then, because you fear that you've missed all these firsts with your children, and there's no way you're going to have those firsts with them. I was never going to get to see her walk, but I realized even when she was 5, it was just as powerful to me. When she walked in that room, it was me seeing her walk for the first time.
Okay, so you were at the center 5 years?
No. So I was at the center. So the heroin went on. I started going in and out of jail. And then my aunt said something that is so simple, but it blew my mind. She said to me, you've tried living life your way. Why don't you try it God's way? And that is such a simple concept, but I didn't know God, so I didn't understand what that meant. But when she said that, I was like, let's do it. And my son had told me, I'm not.
Peyton.
He finally said, I'm not a kid anymore, Mom. I know what you're doing. I know the way you're living your life. And if you're going to continue to do this, you can't be in my life because you're hurting me.
Okay, and he was with his dad.
He was with his dad. But I would jump in and out of Peyton's life, and Peyton was always just as excited to talk to me every time. It would go 6 months, and then I'd call him, and we'd sit and we'd talk, and finally he said, enough's enough. I can't do it. I can't do this with you. And I'm not kidding. I know what's happening. So I called my aunt and called my mom. I was 38 years old. I had never asked for help. I never wanted help, never thought I would ever change, didn't see that at all. Called my mom and I said, you've got to help me. I've got to do something different. I've got to change my life. And my mom had always tried to get me to come to the Love Lady Center. My mom's a nurse at St. Vincent's. And I guess some women she had worked with and just being in Birmingham, she had always heard about the Love Lady. So immediately she called the Love Lady Center. And she talked to Amy Haley. And Amy said, okay, bring her. Get her up here tomorrow. My mom drove, picked me up, put me in a hotel in Birmingham for the night. And my aunt brought me the next morning to the Love Lady Center. And I fought tooth and nail that day. I fought tooth and nail. I wanted it. I knew I wanted it. I knew God. I knew that feeling inside of me was leading me right there to it.
But you were probably going to go through some bad withdrawals.
Absolutely. Because at this point, I was hooked on several things. And
what were you hooked on?
So GHB was one of them. Water, yeah, that was intense. And then, of course, I was amphetamines and methamphetamines, but that withdrawal was nothing like what I was going to go through from the opiates and from the GHB. I almost feel like the GHB was worse than anything.
Really?
Yeah, I almost do. And I mean, and that's including coming off of heroin. It was close call between them.
I don't understand that.
Well, I mean, I was drinking when I tell you I was drinking it all day, every day.
Little sips.
Absolutely. Sips out of caps. I was unconscious pretty much 24/7, but I was miserable, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was hopeless. When I tell you hopeless, I tell you hopeless. There was nothing in me that believed there was another way. So I was just letting the hours tick by, and sometimes I was awake. Most of the time I wasn't. I had nothing to live for. I had absolutely nothing to live for.
And what year was that?
And what?
What year was that?
That was in 21. That was right after I came in on the first intake after COVID. March of 21. Yep. Came in, and I came in acting crazy.
Did you?
I came in acting crazy, and I had a little bag of drugs with me, and
You just in case.
oh no, yeah, I know. I was on a see. My aunt she had already figured me out, so she wouldn't let me out of her sight or anything. But so when I got there, Melissa Gregory was at the intake door. And she was the one who, brought me in. I was just mad. And I was like, I've got this bag of dope and I'm going to do it and you're not going to stop me. And she was like, just sit down with me. And we sat in the grass and she called Miss Melinda. And she was like, there's this girl down here and she's wanting to do her drugs. And I don't know what to tell her. And she was like, well, tell her that if she really wants change, then she's not worried about those drugs. And I did want change, but I also wanted those drugs. And at that point, I didn't have the mentality to separate them. I didn't think. But so I said, well, here's the bottom line. I don't have to be here till 3 o'clock. It's only 11. I'm walking the road and I'll be back. And Melissa was like, this is a bad neighborhood. And I was like, I am a bad neighborhood, And I walked down and I sat down on the tree stump at the end of phase 1 and I looked at the bag and I was like, just let it go. And I took it back up there and I handed it to Melissa and I was like, I don't want it. Just get me in here. And They wanted to give me some PM medicine and let me lay down because I was a mess. But I was like, Amy Haley came around and she said, let me just talk to her. And she talked to me. And that created just such a bond between she and I because so much of her story reminded me of mine. And it just gave me hope. And from that moment, I was in full surrender. I went through at least 12 days of being pretty sick. And then, yeah, it was bad. And I didn't do much for those first few days, but everybody was so good with me. They knew how sick I was, and they just kind of let me get through that time. And as soon as I got out of there, Amy Haley came looking for me, and she wanted me to come work in intake with her. And so that's where my job readiness was, my whole program.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah. And it was so funny. It's so funny how God orchestrates things. Because Melissa was the one that was at the door who I talked to and wanted the drugs. And then Amy Haley was on the other side of the door and walked me in. And then I get to intake, and it's Amy Haley and Melissa Gregory in that office. And ever since then, I've worked side by side with them. And it's just so neat how God just places people right in your path. But I knew I wanted different, and I was ready to surrender. I didn't know what that different was, but it didn't take long that big feeling that I'd been searching for my whole life started to make sense.
So where was Peyton was still living with his dad?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Still is now.
Still is now, yep.
And Olivia?
Olivia and Nora live with their great-grandmother. Yep. And they still do. We went to court for custody. We've been going through the process for a couple years. But it's just not time. It's just, I don't know why or what is in store, but the custody, first time I've filed for it, and it was denied. So
Your what?
it was denied. So I don't understand it.
How did that make you feel?
Devastated. Absolutely devastated. I didn't see that coming a mile away, and it was like I'm doing everything. I've just done everything.
What county?
Coleman. And I was like, I've done everything to prove and to show that I'm changed, that I'm preparing
Is your
a life.
grandmother want you to?
It's his grandmother, their dad's grandmother, their great grandmother, and she fought tooth and nail. She doesn't believe that people can change. Well, she tells Nora and Olivia that people can't change. So she got up there at court every time and just dogged me,
In front of the kids?
No, they weren't there. But she does do it in front of them. Yeah. She tells them horrible things. Some true, some not. But I was devastated. I knew that my kids were coming home with me. I knew 100%. There wasn't a doubt in my mind. It was time. They were coming home with me, and
Everybody thought they were.
everybody thought they were.
How long has she had them?
She's had them for 6 years. Yeah. It was devastating. I called.
How old is she?
She is 85. And she even said in court, she made the statement, I took care of them when they needed somebody. Now I need somebody to help take care of me, and their mom's just trying to take them. It's like, well, that's not their job, It's not their job to take care of you. And they're not getting a whole lot of a childhood. Like, they don't get to do, like, extracurricular stuff and dance or, things like that. And it's tough knowing that it's not my time yet to have them, but I trust God with all my heart.
So who do you live with now?
I have an apartment. I have a little townhouse. It's a little townhouse apartment.
Little townhouse?
Yeah. Yeah.
You live alone?
I do. Yep. Me, I have a room, and the girls have a room. Yep.
Oh, do they get to stay with you?
Yes, they come see me every other weekend. They come stay with me. And then we have made some progress. So we've gotten to the point now where, like, if their brother has a football game or something, the great-grandmother will let me come get them even when it's not my time. And, like, we'll all go to the game together, or I
Will
can...
she go with you?
No. But she'll let me bring the girls and then take them back. So there's growth happening. For sure. And like their beauty pageant, she let me go behind the stage and fix their hair, and that was huge. That was huge. So there's, growth is happening, and maybe this is all for them to see harmony and not to feel the pressure of one against the other before.
Oh, I definitely think it is.
Yeah, I do
Now,
too.
Here goes Miss Brenda, and you know what's the name of this thing we're doing? It's Real Talk with Miss Brenda, you know.
Yeah.
If I may be so bold,
Absolutely.
I look at it from both sides. This woman was there at her age, so older than me, but she probably, her life's wrapped up in those girls.
Absolutely.
And she has been there for them. They love her.
They do.
And they probably do want to be there for her some.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they are getting to do curricular, other kind of things.
Yeah.
And 6 years is a long time.
It is.
6 years is a long, long time
It is.
to have those babies. And you're going to have them the rest of their life.
Yeah. I agree. I can see it. I can see both sides. I can absolutely see. I know that they are her purpose. They are her world. And she has been there and she has loved them. And all I've wanted this whole process, like the main thing that I've wanted is just to be able to be a unit that loves these girls. Like, let's just love them. Let's not pin each other against each other. Let's not do those things because I recognize what they are to her, what she is to them and what they are to her. Like, I absolutely see that. I absolutely see it. I was devastated, but I have peace about it now. Initially, it was an initial shock.
I was not shocked
Yeah.
because I looked at the 6 years and I'm thinking to myself, 6 years is a long time.
It is.
And I have all these grandchildren of mine. And I'm telling you, I'd have been on top of that judge's desk
Yeah.
fighting like
Yeah.
that. You know, probably if I were you, I would sit down and write her a nice long letter
Yeah.
and tell her how much you appreciate it and that you don't want to take the girls away from her.
Right.
You don't.
Yeah.
They need her.
I agree. I can see it.
And they're not going to have her forever.
I know.
She's going to die.
Yeah.
And I guess I just feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like I'm not on your side.
No,
I am on your side.
I get it. I completely see. I completely understand. Completely.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody loves you so much, and everybody, you do so good, and you're so fun-loving, and you would be more fun for the girls. But she is stable.
She is stable. And they have a home. They have a beautiful little brick home right next door to the elementary school. I can absolutely see why God has them where he has them for
Is
now.
she a Christian?
She is. Well, she is. She is. She knows the Bible well. She goes to church, takes the girls to church. She's raised them, but she does have a very hardened heart. So I don't think that she necessarily lives like a Christian, but she tries to. But there's just ways about her that are just very hardened and very hateful and very hard to understand. But there's very good things too. Like she has the girls give out, help pack, boxes to send over to people when the hurricanes were coming. And, they pack their toys up to send off to, and they do things that I'm proud that they have that in their life. Absolutely. But I mean, there are things that make it very confusing to understand because there are some very hard ways about her too.
Don't we all?
We do. We do.
Don't we all?
We do. And I think a lot of hers is fear too. I think there was a
You know
lot of
she's got to be scared to
absolutely.
death.
I think so much of it
Is she
was
married?
no. I think so much it was her opera. They're everything to her. I mean, they're everything. I think she was operating in a fear out of a lot of the things that she said and did. I think
If I
it was
was the
fear.
judge, I wouldn't hand him over.
Yeah, and he didn't. And he didn't.
Now, all you love ladies out here listening to me, when I say stuff like this, do not get mad at me.
No, there's no.
I'm having
no.
to tell you how I really see it.
And I appreciate it. I do, and I
Because
understand
I know
it.
how much everybody loves you, Mary, and everybody wants you to have those kids. And she's done everything but raise them.
Amen. It's the truth.
God, I'm miserable to talk to.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It's the truth, and it's the truth that we have to see. We have to see that, and we have to understand that just because it's not about our timing, it's not about what we want, it's not about how we feel it should go. It's just not. It's just not. I can selfishly get wrapped up in, oh, well, I've done everything and they should be with me. Yes, it was devastating to me when I found out they weren't coming home. But there's so many things. God has highlighted so many different ways and things to me to make it make sense that I don't have that stable. I'm on shelter care. Shelter care just ran out. So that puts, I can see now, well, if God would have put the children in my hands when he did, now here we are dealing with, what's going to happen with homes.
Do you ever go up there like on a Sunday?
Do I ever go to where they are? I haven't.
I would go up there on Sunday and take her and the girls out to eat.
I do get her like always get like flour or something. I send her stuff she does for me too. Like it'll be different, but she'll send me like, I'll send her flowers, or I'll make sure that the girls buy her something always for holidays or for her birthday. And then she sent for Christmas last year, and I loved it. But she sent me a gift bag that had like Neosporin and some Q-tips, and some Ziploc bags, just some practical things. But it was what she did that meant so much to me, because that's not like her. Like she's very closed off to me. So to me, that was huge.
She's not going to live that much longer.
I know. And I want her to, and that's what I
Let
said.
her love those children.
Yeah. I think she feels secure right now.
Yes.
Since it's, I want that. I want that for her and for them, because it creates peace within them too.
You need to be, every time you have a chance, you need to be with those two girls and that woman.
Yeah.
You need to say, I just thought I would come by and see you.
Yeah. Well, we all went to the pageant together, and that was huge. That's the first time we've ever done anything together.
I would do that, and I would take them out to eat.
Yeah.
And just,
I think that's what this time is about, don't you?
I know it is.
Yeah.
I didn't come on here to counsel you, but
Yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. Too often we get caught up in, they're my kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're my this, they're my that. Well, you weren't there when they need you, did you?
It's true.
So
Yep.
why can't you, does Peyton get to see him?
Yes. So he comes on the weekends that I have them, he always tries to get involved. If he's not there at our house, because, he's 17 and he's got a girlfriend and all that now, but we all will go to church together on Sundays. So I take the girls to the church that he goes to with his girlfriend, and we all meet up and we do that. Or if it's a weekend where he can, we go to his ball games every Friday night that I have him or have them. And then if he can, if he's not too busy, he'll come and just spend the weekend with us. He loves his sisters very much. They love him very much.
You gotta meet everybody where they are.
Yeah.
See, we're so willing, we're so anxious to just keep this is about me and this is about mine and
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. I think this is a great time to show this woman how much you appreciate what she has done for those kids. My God,
Yeah.
I bet she is. I bet it would have been hard for anybody to do all the things for them that she's done.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so now you're leaving the Love Lady Center.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Okay. So tell me, what do you do now at the center?
So I'm a client rep at the center.
So would you sit and have a hard conversation like this with a client?
I would do my best to, but I think you get to a point where you got to be talking to a willing to hear it recipient. You know, like they got to be able to willing to hear it too, because sometimes people get a little upset at stuff like that. You know, and that's okay too. We can get to a point where we get upset. You know, like me and a client, but I think you got to be willing. I don't know what it is. But like you said, you can't just be about their mind. It's mine. They're my kids, because you're right. Even when you're doing things right, you still weren't there to raise them.
They're not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
They're his.
Exactly.
They're his.
Yeah.
And she has been maybe not what we would have chosen, but she has been a good someone in there.
Yeah. She truly has.
Does Nora and Olivia love her?
Absolutely. Yeah, they do. And they're smart, and they're funny, and they're outgoing, and they're kind, and they're gentle.
How old are they?
9 and 8. Yeah. And they're those things because she was there to teach them those things.
They what?
There are those ways because she was there to teach them how to be those ways. I wasn't. But they are. They're kind. They're gentle. They love to help people.
They have animals.
They do.
What they have?
Nora has a dog. Olivia has a dog at their mama's. And then at my house, they have a cat. Yeah. Nora's a huge animal lover. She loves animals. She loves to love.
She what?
She just loves to love. Yeah. Anybody, anything, animals, whatever it is, she loves to love.
Do they see their dad?
They do. They do. Not often. He comes and goes.
He is the grandmother's
grandson. And she also raised him. She's their great-grandma. She's my girl's great-grandmother. She's their dad's grandmother.
Well, I'm just thinking I'm liking this grandmother.
Well, this is not where I thought this was going to go.
I quit. You know, this why they don't let me counsel. Because the judges have shut us down because I'm on their side.
Yeah, right. No,
but
there's good there. There's absolutely good there. There's so much.
I'm on right and wrong. I mean, I like to see everything through the eyes of God.
Yeah.
I don't always. I mean, I really do. I don't necessarily want to, but I like to see everything through the eyes of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how many clients you have?
118.
Oh my God!
I have 118 clients. Yeah. Yeah. It's good though. It's great.
Keeps you busy.
It keeps me so busy, and I love that. I love to stay busy. Yeah.
You got your driver's license?
Oh, yeah. Got my driver's license. So when I was in the program, that was one of the things that I got. Got my driver's license and have my apartment. Just got me a nice little SUV type car. I love it. It's fancy. It's got like push button. I was like, I never thought I would have a car that had push button.
Push button.
Yeah, this is huge. And I go to Highlands College.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. For Christian leadership. Yeah. And yeah, that's me. Spend time with my children and learn about the Lord and do my work at the Love Lady, and I do small groups. You know, we do those small groups. Yeah, with the outside graduates. I love
somebody
those.
told me yours was good.
I love it. I love doing them. Yeah, I do 2 a month of those. And
I got myself in a mess with them.
did you?
Yeah. I was doing the spiritual warfare, and somebody missed one for something that Melinda made me. Then we had to do Tuesday night talk. and I had to line them all up, and
Yeah.
then the girls got mad when, you know, and so then I said, okay, I'll do them every Tuesday.
Oh, no.
So now I just got one big mess. I got to
Yeah.
fix this.
Yeah. Got to
but I'll
iron that
fix it.
out.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, listen, I have loved having you.
Yeah, I've loved this.
I hope you forgive me. Do not go back to the center and say, Miss Brenda ambushed me.
I'm going straight to Melinda's. No.
She'll know how I am.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I understand. And I believe God's doing I believe this is what he wants. He wants harmony. He wants unity for those children.
He does.
Before she does pass away, or, you know, she can't live.
Just imagine the hole left in their life
Absolutely.
if you weren't there.
Yeah. And if this would have gone through court and the judge would have said they were coming with me, imagine the weight that would have put on them to feel like they left their mama. And then what if something happened to her and they felt like they left? I mean, it could have created so much.
This is the best in
Yeah.
both worlds.
Yeah.
We need to send this judge a letter and say, thank you, sir.
I mean, I see, I see it. I agree. I mean, I see it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen it before now?
Bits and pieces, but as you talk, I can just see full circle. I see full circle.
Okay.
The greater appreciation that I should
So then
have
I'm
for
an
her.
okay counselor.
You're an incredible counselor.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to have you back on here when, and maybe next time I'll be a little bit easier.
Yeah, please. No.
Easier.
Yeah.
I just love you. Everybody loves you at the
Oh,
center.
thank you. Thank you.
know, and you be our little drama person. Da-da-da.
That was a good time.
Jesus,
Yeah. That was-
I did Jesus wrong.
No, you didn't.
I know I do it this way,
That's right.
and y'all do it.
Well, you had it right. We had it wrong.
That's right.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it anyway. Okay, well, listen, I love you.
I love you.
And we will be seeing you.
Yeah.
See you at Love Lady. Y'all go by and see Mary
Yes. Come on.
and tell her all about herself and her grandmother. Bye, y'all. Thank you.